Hello, welcome to my channel, Camiah Empath Tarot. Thank you for tuning in. I hope that you will subscribe, and if you enjoy, book a personal reading with me. Namaste. Well, hello everybody. It's Camiah again. How's everybody doing? Hello. As you can see, I'm outside today. It's starting to warm up, and it's just feels so wonderful outside. So I was like, you know what? I need to get out in nature and do a reading. I just think that it would be awesome, so I did. I want to share with you guys a little story before I start. So I was just thinking about, like, I've been seeing different YouTube channel people talking about how God has came to them and they've had prophetic dreams about we're living in our last days and stuff like that, and we need to get right with God. So, when I just been coming across these videos, so I just prayed, that God would forgive me for all my sins, and I just repented, because at the end of the day, I know I'm not a perfect person. I know that I do things that are wrong at times and say things that are inappropriate, and and I know that God will forgive me, because I tried my hardest to let the good things that I do outweigh the bad, and I know that I have done that. So hold on. My bad, y'all. Anyway, that was my dermatologist calling me about my skin. Cause honey, the skin gotta be on point all summer, okay? Hot girl summer 2020. Alright, so anyway, like I was saying, I was just like, you know what, I need to repent, you know what I'm saying? This is serious, whether I believe it or not. I just know it in my heart that it's getting serious out here, just by how the world is doing or whatever. So I prayed, and then I wrote down on a piece of paper, I was like, God, are you happy with me? And what should I be doing? And I wrote it on a piece of paper, and I put it under my pillow, and I went to sleep, and I put some healing stones under there too. I think I put like black Ascendant and wrote like a silver quartz. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna have me a prophetic dream too. Hold on, y'all ain't the only ones. Shoot, God might want to say something to me too. So anyway, I went to sleep, and I slept so peaceful, y'all. I mean, I slept so long. Like, I work nights as a Cena, so I slept so long. Like, I think I went to bed at like 8 in the morning, and I woke up at 5 p.m. Normally, and typically I wake up at like 12, no later than 1. So with that being said, I just thought that maybe God was telling me he wants me to rest, and he doesn't want me to worry so much. That's what I got out of it, is that he wants me to rest and follow him, and to rest, because he has a lot of things that he wants me to do. That's what I've gotten intuitively. That's what I felt like he was saying, that he just wants me to rest and not to, you know what I'm saying, do too much that it would be detrimental to myself, where I'm not resting, I'm not getting enough rest. And when they say to be healthy, you got to get good sleep, you have to eat right, you have to have enough exercise and love and stuff like that, and be out in nature, be outside. So I've been trying to incorporate those things more in my life. So I made myself a list, like, okay, I want to get better at my YouTube channel, because I have a lot of content, and if I was like, I need to record every day. If I recorded every day, how much wonderful content that other people would see and that they would enjoy. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna step out of my comfort zone and do this dang on thing, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, so with that being said, I am going to do a pick a card reading, and I'm angling, the way I have to angle my phone is because I'm out here in the field, y'all. So the way I have to angle my phone, my stomach might look bigger than it really is. So y'all don't be talking about me. Shoot. But okay, so I want to shuffle on camera and everything. So I'm going to do 3 piles, and I just want you guys to know, like, okay, so what should I do it about? I'm gonna do it up based on what makes you so beautiful. Alright, so let's start. Okay, so I can do it like this. That'll be better. I want like the nature aspect to be more in the video than me. All right, Spirit. For the Spirit and God, I just want to pray right now that you send us your healing, your love, your guidance, and your wisdom at this time. God, we put nobody before you. We love you so much, and we cherish you, and we thank you. We thank you, Mother Nature. We thank you, ancestors. We thank you for all the good things that are in this world and the bad things that we've gotten over. And I just thank you for all that you do. In the name of Jesus Christ, amen. All right, so let's start. What makes Powell number 1 so beautiful? It feels so good being outside in nature. Wind blowing, and it's beautiful. I love it. All right, Spirit. So what's so... Ooh, that came out quick. Spirit, what is so beautiful about Powell number 1? Whoever might watch Powell number 1. Whoever might watch Powell number 1, what's so beautiful about that? All right. The first card that came out was 5 of Water. Things are not turning out the way you hope. Not seeing the positive in a situation. Crying over spilled milk. So what's beautiful about you is that sometimes things don't turn out in your life that the way you want it, but you always have more options. So people enjoy that about you. Say you lose a job that you really liked, and at first hand you're sad, you're upset about it, but then you find a better paying job that's better for you. So I feel like there are a lot of times that has happened in your life where you were like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? And people just think that that's beautiful about you, is that even though you have things that you could be sad about, you focus on what you do have. You don't cry over the spilled milk. Alright, next card. Great sadness. Take time to heal. The need to forgive yourself and others. So, what's beautiful about you is that you've been through so much pain and sorrow. And going through your pain, people see that you haven't went through it alone. Like, there's these horses here, but there's people in there with them. So even if you got hurt or that you've been heartbroken, you didn't have to go through it by yourself. Maybe you have a close-knit family or some good friends that are there for you. So that makes you beautiful. And maybe also that you're there for those who are hurting. The next one, an exciting new opportunity, career advancement, change your life now. So what's beautiful about you is that you will always get exciting new opportunities, no matter what. You always just are one of those people who are lucky. They get opportunities without trying, and that you always seem to advance in your career. And anything that you do, that you advance in it. Next is the Hermit. Spend time in quiet meditation, spiritual teaching, self-discovery. So, what's beautiful about you is that you... Sorry, there's bugs everywhere on my... God. So what's beautiful about you is that you spend time in quiet too by yourself, and you spend time, discovering yourself. You know what I mean? So you spent that quiet time with yourself, healing yourself and learning yourself, And it's crazy because people think you're supposed to automatically know who you are, but sometimes you gotta just sit with yourself and figure out who you are. Going through the dark night of the soul. I don't even care. Oh my God. Okay, anyway, let me keep going because it's hot, y'all. It's so hot, but I love it. because I live in Michigan, so it's been cold, and I'm so glad it warms up. But I'm one of them people, I complain when it finally do get hot, it's still complaining anyway. Okay, so anyway, so time to buckle down and get things done. Honor your commitments, a guardian angel. So people love that even though you procrastinate and you seem like you don't get things done, eventually before the time is where you're gonna be cut off, like a due date, like even if you have a due date, even if you wait to the last minute, you still gonna get it done. Like you're a procrastinator, but you get the job done. So yeah, but I definitely think this pile is going through a lot right now. So I'll send you my love and light, because I'm feeling like this is me too, you know, going through ups and downs, you know what I'm saying? Balancing the time to the need for balance and moderation, cooperation and compromise, wait for perfect timing. So what's beautiful about you is that you balanced and you wait for the perfect time to do something. You know when to do something and when not to. Like perfect timing was something like I'm gonna tell you. So say you want to have a baby, right? And you're dating a guy, but he's not exactly what you want, but he's good looking. He's just not like altogether the way that you would want it. Like as far as like he doesn't have a house or anything, but he's a good person. And it might seem like the right thing because you want to have a baby and he wants to have a baby. It might seem like the right thing to do for y'all just to have a baby, but it might be better to wait and hold off for things to get a little bit better, or for you to learn that person more and to be absolutely sure that you want to have a baby with that person. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that. It's like you gotta wait for the perfect timing. Like maybe after he gets a little bit more things established and you do as well, then the baby would be in a better predicament and you guys would be in a happier state for the baby. I'm just saying in general. So I don't know who that resonated with, but that was an example that just came out of my head. Alright. Anyway. Challenging information, delays or change to plans, truth delivered without tact. So another thing that's beautiful about you is that you tell it like it is. You tell it like it is. You say things that need to be said. Yeah, so alright, let's see. What else can I find out about what makes y'all so beautiful? It's crazy because my grandma lives like right up. Alright, Spirit, what is so beautiful about pile number one? Whoever might watch pile number one. Okay, on the bottom, Three of Pentacles. Ooh. And under that was the Star. So what I get from that is that you're a team player. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get the job done. Like you will work with somebody. They would like, you know how like when you work at a place and then your shift is over and other people are coming on. When people know that they're gonna work with you, they get happy. You know, you do your part. And then the Magician is you can manifest. You're a powerful manifester. And you make a lot of wishes. The wishes be coming true. Judgment. So you do get a lot of judgment from people. but that doesn't bother you. You still keep it pushing, because you know that you can make judgments about other people too, but you just don't. Here it comes. So I feel like what makes you beautiful is that people can trust you. You're a good friend. You like to have fun. The next one, the Eight of Pentacles. You're a hard worker. You'll put in that work. You'll make that money, honey. Okay? Period. It's a hot girl summer. We gotta have some money to go on these trips. So, yeah. I just don't like that angle because it's making me look like I'm a fat hoe. Ah, I'm thick, but ain't that real? Okay, don't do it like that, camera. But anyway. So. Alright. Alright, Spirit. What makes pile number 1 so beautiful? It's pretty. It's pretty stone. I love it. Okay. Proceed softly. My inner power grows in moments of quietude. So I'm getting this power just like a loner in certain ways. A loner, a self-healer. So what makes you beautiful is that you heal yourself. You spend time a lot with yourself, just learning things and teaching yourself stuff. Cause I'm doing the same thing. If you guys can relate, like I just bought a book on Reiki because I want to start learning how to do Reiki healing and being able to heal myself better and others as well. So, or at least show them how. The next one. Starting fresh. A wonderful new beginning is blossoming in your life. So what makes you so beautiful is that you have a new beginning. People see that you have a fresh new start. So you get to start over in a better way. So people see that you're transforming into a better person. Embracing the future. I step into the future with an open heart. So you're beautiful because you're stepping into your future with an open heart. So you're not closed off because of things that have happened to you in the past. You're still happy and excited about life. You know what I'm saying? You're still going to walk through those doors, even though you don't exactly know where it's going to take you. Being in the flow. I am in the flow of the universe. So what makes you beautiful is that you go with the flow. You don't rush anything. You don't like to force anything. You know what I'm saying? You like to go with the flow. Nobody wants to force anything to happen. You know what I'm saying? Say you trying to get in a relationship with somebody. You don't want to force them to like you. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to force nobody to, say you have a friend. You don't want to force nobody to be a loyal friend to you. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. That's what I get for pile number 2. I'm sorry, y'all. My cousin has been practicing lashes on me. And they be looking real cute, but then they be getting all clumped up. But I like the dramatic look, so I'll be trying to. Cute. I don't like not having lashes on either. I gotta have my lashes on. So, alright, I think I'm gonna do one more pile. So we're gonna do pile number 2. And we're gonna do it right now. Pile number 2. Alright, pile number 2. What makes you so wonderful and beautiful? What makes you so wonderful and beautiful? Pile number 2. The sun came back out for y'all. So I get that y'all just warm, loving, wonderful people. Y'all just loving. Y'all just like the sun. That's too many. For the same cards are trying to come back out that came out for the other pile. Let me just take them. On the bottom it say 4 of air, time to rest or take a vacation. Allow more time before making a decision. Meditation may provide answers. So what makes you so beautiful is that you take the time out to rest and to go on vacations and to do stuff fun to make yourself feel better. You like to go on trips. This card again. This card came out for pile number 1. Challenging information. Delays or challenges. Change of plans. Truth delivered without tact. So y'all tell it like it is. Y'all speak your truth. Sorry, these bugs are starting to mess with me. Leave me alone. I just want to be outside today. I just want to be outside. So, yeah. Anyway, my friend and my nephew are supposed to come over later. So we'll see. It's so nice out. Alright. Oh. Okay. You're honest. You have a logical mind. You're impulsive. And you're curious about different things. You know what I'm saying? So you'll try something different. You'll try something new. You're not scared to be different from other people. Dreamer. A leap of faith. Follow your dreams. Unexpected opportunities. This is just, I swear, this pile is just like pile number 1. So I should just put it all together as one, because it's just like pile number 1. So what I say is that you always get unexpected opportunities. Opportunities always come your way. So if you lose a job, you lose a relationship, you lose a friendship, it's always going to be replaced with somebody or something better. And that what makes you sexy. That make you beautiful. Okay, period. Boop. But okay. Same thing happened to me. Like, I was hanging out with this girl, and anyway, long story short, we was real cool. We was hanging out every day. Like, I thought this girl was gonna be, like, I was gonna be friends with her till I died, type thing. And I don't know if you can follow this, but we always would be on the phone talking shit. You know, running our mouth, talking shit. We should, saying stuff we probably shouldn't say. So mind you, the dude I was dating, she was fucking with his baby mama's brother. So this particular day, we was talking shit on the phone, and she didn't tell me I was on speaker. And he was, the brother was over there. So I wasn't talking about his kids or anything, but then she brought him up, and I was like, they bad. There's some punk. They act like punks, and they cry a lot and stuff like that. I think they're a little bit slow, because I be talking to them, and they don't say nothing back to me. But I didn't mean it like that. I was just venting at the time. And also, I should have said it, but how can you say you're somebody's friend and you care about them? And it basically felt like she set me up, because she had said something about his kids long before I even brought it up. Before I even met his kids, she had told me that she thought they were slow and this and that. So then, come to find out, she was playing it like, oh, well, I just had her on speaker because I wanted him to hear, because I've been knowing those kids for a long time, and I didn't like that's how she was trying to play it. So anyway, long story short, I stopped hanging out with people after that. I was just pissed, you know what I'm saying? Because then the dude I was dating at the time, he was crying. He was throwing up in the bathroom. I felt so bad. And then I felt like an asshole at the same time, because I ain't that type of person. But it just happened that way. You know what I'm saying? And I have a son as well, so I can understand. So she's basically started this whole shit drama. Me and the girl about to fight, and it was just a mess. But me and him didn't break up. We still tried to make it work. We still stayed together for at least 5 more months, 6 more months. But it didn't end up working out with him either. So I had to let both of them go. And Now I have a really good friend. She, I just don't ever see her doing anything like that to me. But you know, you never know. When you lose one thing, you get another. I didn't think that I would find another friend like that, and I did. And God knew. God knew who to bring. And she's a God-fearing woman. We pray with each other all the time. You know what I'm saying? So certain things happen for a reason. And right now I'm single, but I'm dating, and I have a lot of good options, and it feels good. You know, even though I'm not necessarily in a relationship, like the people I date and the options that I have now are better than him. So that's comforting. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know why I decided to share that with y'all, but I did. So yeah, anyway, let's get back to y'all. Events moving at a fast pace. Delays are over. Many things are happening at once. So your life is speeding up. A lot of things are happening quickly and fastly for you. So that makes you attractive and beautiful because it ain't not slowing down. Ain't not slowing down. People thought they were slowing you down. They ain't slowing you down because you keep going. Okay? They ain't stop no show. Okay? Ego. A false sense of entrapment. Being overly focused on material things, negative or fear-based thoughts. I don't know. Ego. You got a big ego. You got a big ego, but hey, maybe you can back it up. Ain't nothing wrong with, having a big ego. Like, thinking that you too better for something because maybe you are too better for that particular thing, that job, place, or thing. So, that makes you beautiful because you got an ego like, I ain't finna do that shit. I ain't finna fuck with him. I ain't finna fuck with her. Oh, hell no. I ain't about to do that job. They don't pay enough. So that's why I get out of it. You don't play that shit. You don't want no mediocre ass shit. Alright, let's go to the next deck. Sorry, y'all. I guarantee you I got a 10. I ain't even been out here that long. I ain't been in the sun like that, but I guarantee you I got a 10. Alright, Spirit, so what makes pile number 2 beautiful? What makes pile number 2 beautiful? Page of Swords. What makes you beautiful is that you catch a lot of people's eye. People like spying on you and keeping track of you and keeping up with you, keep on wanting to see what you got going on and what you doing. So they be spying on your social media and everything. If you don't got social media, they just like to know about what you doing. King of Wands. So you're very fiery and attractive and strong and a leader of the pack. So that makes you beautiful. Definitely the leader of a pack. The world. So your world is changing for the better. Your world around you. You're happy. You're happy that your world is changing for the better. I don't know what you've been through, but it seems like it's getting better for you, whatever it is. 2 of Wands. It's like you waiting for something to happen. You waiting on something to come in, some kind of information. Or people be waiting on you. Like people that have left your life. They think that you are beautiful and they want you to come back and they waiting on you. They waiting on you to come back. The 5 of Swords. So maybe you're an overthinker about things. But it makes you attractive because people be like, okay, she thinking, or he got his thinking cap on. Let's make a wish together. Where are we out here? Okay. The Fool. So you got a new beginning coming up. New beginning. You got some new beginnings, Auntie. Alright. It's getting hot, y'all. I'm ready to get up out of here. Let me hurry up and see what else they got to say to y'all. Okay. Alright, next card. Making a difference. My inner light shines far and wide. So you make a difference wherever you go. People just love you. You make a difference in your work environments. When you step into a room, when you go over a family's house, they need you to fix something. And like, I can say that for me, like when I go over to my grandma's house sometimes, they be having most of the food cooked, but not everything. So I'll get there and I'll start helping finish up the food. That's just like a small thing, but you get what I'm saying. Okay, next. Let go. I surrender joyously to the ebb and flow of life. So you go with the flow. Again, this is another confirmation that you go with the flow. You don't try to make stuff happen that you know, because you trust in spirit. Cherishing self. I accept and love myself. So what makes you beautiful is that you love yourself. You accept yourself, flaws and all. Like right now, I have a pimple right here, but I still love myself. I still feel beautiful. I got some new growth up in my skull, but I still think my braids look on fleek. All I gotta do is do my edges and tie it back. So you cherish yourself. Maybe you take yourself on dates. Maybe you take hot bubble baths. Maybe get your feet done, cause I got mine done. Let me show y'all. I needed to get them done again. But yes. Alright, one more. Accepting what it is. I accept and embrace my inner majesty. So you accept things and what's the way it is. You don't try to change nobody. You don't try to do stuff you ain't gotta be doing. You don't try to be nobody's hero if they don't want to be saved. You don't want to be saved, don't save them. You let people go on about their business. So thank you so much for tuning in, you guys. I hope that you enjoyed that. If you did, please comment below and talk to a sister. I hope y'all have a great day. I am about to go home, eat some rib tips, and relax before I gotta go to work. Ta-ta for now. Bye.